Coco, welcome back to my channel again. It is Thursday, you know what that means. It is time for a LoveLife video. So a really long time ago on my old channel, I made a video called Since You're in the Friend Zone and How to Get Out of It. And I asked you guys if you wanted me to do a more in-depth video on getting out of the friend zone. And the overwhelming response was yes, and so now I'm doing that here on my new channel. So first of all, let's cover what exactly is the friend zone. The friend zone is the place where you are interested in having a romantic relationship with someone and they're interested in having a platonic relationship with you. This could be very hurtful for you because you want something more out of it, you have some sort of, you need something from them that they're not giving you. And so I get a lot of questions like, how do I get out of it? How do I make her or him want to be in that romantic relationship with me? First of all, it's very important to remember that you can't pressure or force anyone to like you or be in love with you or anything along those lines at all. But also it's very important to realize that you shouldn't want to. You are worthy and you deserve someone who doesn't need to be pushed to like you, who doesn't need to be forced to like you, or that you don't need to work for to like you. You deserve someone who sees your value and who likes you regardless, like that immediately gets your value and wants to be with you. That is what you deserve. Remember that. You are worthy of that. When you guys are asking me like, how do I get out of the friend zone? I'm like, fuck no. Like, if you are in the friend zone with someone, they're honestly not really worth you anymore. And maybe this sounds stupid, but really think about it. You deserve someone who sees your value, sees your worth, sees how much of an awesome person you are. You don't want to be with someone who doesn't get that and who doesn't value you as much as you should be. For me, it has kind of a lot to do with dignity and respect for yourself. And that's something that's so fucking important. Because if someone doesn't see that value, and if someone doesn't really appreciate you as much as you appreciate them, which is kind of the case when it comes to being in the friend zone, because you appreciate them so much that you would want to be romantically involved with them, and they don't appreciate you enough for that. So why would you want to be with them if they obviously don't really appreciate what they've got? There's one thing that I will say. Getting out of the friend zone is so fucking easy. It has everything to do with self-respect, and there's two possible outcomes. So how do you get out of the friend zone? You just leave. You just stop communicating, or you at least stop flirting. You start being very platonic and just like flat is what we call it, like flat, like don't flirt with them anymore, don't text them first anymore, just like reply to them, but don't be overly nice, just kind of be a little bit like off the radar and show them what it's like not to have you. Because for them it's easy too. They're at a position where you completely adore them and love them, and they don't really have to do anything back. Like, they can just sit back, relax, not be involved with you romantically, anything like that, but they still get you 100%. Like, why would they want to change anything about their position when they're being adored? Like, you know, why would they? So the only thing that you can change is to just like step out of the friend zone. So stop texting them first, everything like that. And take your distance. I know it might be hard, but really just think to yourself, this is about self-respect. I don't want to be running after someone who doesn't value me. So step away. There's two possible outcomes, and both of them are better than the situation you were in before. The situation where you were in before, you were dependent on them. You were emotionally dependent on them. You were probably sad, and it was sucky, and I get you, okay? So the two possible scenarios that you're going to get in are either one, they suddenly know what they're missing and they start appreciating you more and they will start coming after you, at which point it's up to you to decide whether or not you want to be in the platonic relationship, or if you're like gonna tell them like, hey, I either want to be romantically involved with you or not at all. But regardless of what you do, you're going to have more respect and you're going to have more power in the relationship. Not necessarily that, I don't mean like power, but you're going to have more like dignity in the relationship because you're not just the one chasing them. They are actually finally starting to value you for who you are. Or scenario 2, you don't hear anything anymore. And that is such a good thing to happen. And like you need to understand this. If that happens, if for some reason they completely like fall off the radar when you don't talk to them anymore, that means that you have been running after them but they don't appreciate you for shit. They didn't do that. And then they're not worth your fucking company. They're not. There's more awesome people who value you so much more, who are worthy of getting your attention and your love, and they're just like little fuckers and they can just move on with their fucking life and it's done. You've just regained your dignity, your respect, your everything. You've just forced that from them. And it's just a really good truth teller. Sometimes, I don't like testing people, but when you're in this kind of a situation where you're just like, okay, let's just turn the situation around, you know what I mean? It's just, sometimes it can be so truth telling and you can learn so much about what kind of a person they actually were, which you might have not expected. So that is kind of like my video on how to get out of the friend zone. If you are miserable in the situation that you're in right now, step out of it and just find out what happens. And just remember, whatever happens is going to be better than the dependent situation that you were in, because you deserve respect and you deserve to be loved and valued and appreciated. And that's just really, really important to remember about yourself. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!